What is correlation in sports betting, and how can you take advantage of it to become a profitable sports bettor? Welcome to Juice Bets. My name is Trevor. Today, talking about probably the hottest topic in the industry, positive correlation in sports betting, specifically football. Lately, it's been, super profitable, up over $14,000 last month. And, a lot of it was using these correlation strategies. And so, and to be honest, all of our VIPs in the Discord, all, 1,000 of you guys have been cashing tons of correlation slips and definitely carrying our profits. And so I want to dive deep into this, at least look at, how this works, why it works, how you can take advantage of it as well, and some of the best resources to learn more and to tail slips as well. If you guys are too busy to be actually placing these and building these out yourself and doing all the research, sometimes it's nice to just be able to tail some really smart guys, and we have some good resources for that. So we'll get into that later as well. But before we get into this video, make sure you do like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. We are definitely growing very fast, and the VIP Discord has been an absolute blast for everyone involved in there. You know what I'm talking about, tons of profits. So definitely, at least consider joining the Discord. It is free for your first 3 days as well. So you could just join it and check it out, see what's up, ask questions in there if you do have any questions. But until then, let's get into the video and talk about correlation. So let's start off in the VIP Discord server and look at a few stats just to show kind of, the numbers behind this and how crazy this can be. Starting off in early October, this was, I believe, yes, October 9th was when this was posted. The Pickett up over $4,500, 46% ROI. But if we filter out just the correlation slips, we're looking at an 89% ROI on these, which is absolutely insane, up over 264 units. Crazy how, you're not going to see this very often. And this could be, this could end at any moment. So definitely a special strategy. And if we go into the juiced wins section here where, we post some of our wins, we can look back at some of these slips and kind of see what I'm talking about here. So I posted last weekend, we had 3 20Xs and 2 10Xs in the first 2 slates of games. Like, it was absolutely crazy, up over $6,600 in one day. And it was because we were hitting these correlation slips. So let's kind of dissect exactly what this is, and then we can kind of go into the math a little bit behind it as well. But basically what a correlation slip is and specifically for football, it's where we're trying to correlate, players together that are positively correlated, right? So their stats and their numbers that they're putting up are a direct reflection of someone else on their team. So for football, obviously it's quarterback passing yards and wide receiver receiving yards, right? And so for instance, in this slip here, we took Lamar Jackson over his passing yards, and then we turn to his 2 top targets, right? Mark Andrews over receiving yards and Zay Flowers over receiving yards. We did the exact same thing on the other side of the ball with the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff over passing yards, and then his number 1 target, Amon-Ra St. Brown over receiving yards. So that means that if Lamar is going to go over his total, well, he threw over 221 passing yards, right? So there's 221 yards at the very, 222 if we're going over this total, at the very least have been given to all of his receivers, right? And so that means that, well, if we're looking at Andrews and Flowers, I mean, there's not very many other options for Lamar to be distributing yards to, right? And so that means that Andrews and Flowers, I mean, they're probably, right? There's a high chance that they will also go over their totals if Lamar goes over. Obviously, that doesn't mean that they definitely will, right? But there's a higher chance. And it's the same thing with Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But what happens is with these slips, because they're positively correlated together, each player in this parlay, they're not mutually exclusive, right? Lamar's stats are a direct reflection of Andrews and Flowers. And so when we're putting it into a parlay, you have to keep that in mind. And so a lot of sports books, if you were to put it into a parlay, they will adjust the payouts based on them recognizing, okay, well, you have two guys on the same team, a quarterback and a wide receiver. They're going to be positively correlated. We shouldn't pay you out as if they're not, right? But the thing is, on Underdog and on these fixed payout platforms, they do not vary the payouts, right? So we're looking at plays that, well, in reality, right? If we were to build this out on another sports book where it's a same game parlay and they're adjusting the payouts based on it being positively correlated, we would look at this slip here and see, plus 1100, maybe, plus 1150, maybe even plus 1050 odds on this on DraftKings, FanDuel, platforms that have payout shifts and they take into account the correlation. However, with Underdog and Prize Picks, we're looking at plays that this one we really should be getting paid out plus 1100 on it, but Underdog is paying us out a 20x. So plus 1900, we're getting paid out as if this is not correlated. We're getting paid out plus 1900 when we should be getting paid out plus 1100. So what we do, right, at Juice Bets and in the VIP Discord is we basically try to increase and find as much volume as possible and try to build out as many correlated slips together as we can because we have a significant edge here. We're getting, again, I'm going to hammer it home one more time. We're getting paid out plus 1900, 19 to 1 odds when we should be getting paid out 11 to 1 odds or plus 1100 around there. So again, this is a massive edge. We're talking 40, 50%. And what we do, what the Sharps in our Discord does, we find you these opportunities and give them to you and you can tail them. Again, it's not rocket science, right? You can do this on your own, but if you do want to increase your volume and find these opportunities, that's what we do. Beyond just finding the opportunities and presenting them to you guys, the one thing is that, the industry is not stupid, right? And these sports books are recognizing this edge that people have with correlation. And so, for instance, if you look on Parlay Play, you're not allowed to have, 3 receivers from the same team in a slip. If we were to build out, this slip with Mahomes and Kelsey and Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle here, which is probably the best slip for this game in Frankfurt this week, well, they're adjusting the payouts on Parlay Play now, right? On Underdog, if we were to build this slip here, this 5-man slip, we would be getting a 20x payout. Crazy, right? On Parlay Play, they're giving us a 5x payout. So they recognize that there is correlation here and they are nerfing or shifting the payouts. So what we do in the VIP Discord, again, is we find you these opportunities and tell you where you should be playing them, how to manage your bankroll effectively. If you're limited on some books, how to, potentially get around those limits or to find other opportunities on different books. We're always looking for new partners and new books to bring you guys action. And so this is where, I think that our experience in this and our success can really help you or a friend of yours or whoever is looking to get into this, really get onboarded in properly and not make the same mistakes that we've made in the past, right? Because you don't want to be placing this on Parlay Play because we're getting 5x when we should, we really should be getting 11x. We're getting 5x. Underdog is giving us 20x. So I think it's pretty obvious where we should be placing this slip. But yeah, that's another thing just to keep in mind with correlation is that there are, not every platform works. And so it's important to understand which ones do and which ones don't. And that's exactly what we do in the Discord. We have a correlation guide that goes over everything you need to know about it and to help you find these opportunities yourself. And then also help you understand where can I be placing these? What is the best way to do this? What's the best way to manage my bankroll to increase my profits? So having said all that, correlation is, especially in football, is the best strategy out there right now. And it's something that I would recommend anyone as a sports bettor to take advantage of while it's still around. Because again, parlay play, they nerfed it. They removed it completely by shifting these payouts. Underdog could be next, right? But until then, take advantage of it. They're giving us basically free cash. They're paying us out almost double what they should be. So this is something that is a no-brainer. Should get into it. If you are interested in learning more and getting into this, join the VIP Discord. Again, it's free for 3 days, so you can jump in, ask questions, learn how to do it, and then leave. You don't have to pay us. And then after those 3 days, it's just $30 a month. So $1 a day to get access to these crazy, crazy slips that, again, we're cashing at a ridiculous clip. I mean, $6,000 last weekend. We do it. We do it on college football as well, not just NFL. Here we've got golf in the server as well. We correlate golf plays together too. Again, correlation is not just in football; it works in golf. We're testing strategies in NHL, in esports. We post for esports and NHL, testing in basketball as well. But yeah, we're hitting these correlated plays on college football as well. Look, FIU players under, Mitchell and Jenkins under, quarterback and wide receiver. And then on the other side here, we've got the 2 wide receivers over and the quarterback over, right? So they're correlated together, putting them in a slip and finding the best value that we can. And that's what we do at VIP, at Juice Bets VIP. So highly, highly, highly recommend you guys jump in here. Got over 1,100 members in here now. So check out the reviews on our page too. Definitely makes things easy and tells you exactly what we do. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, found it useful, learned a little bit about correlation, and maybe you are interested in jumping on the gravy train as well, because boy, oh boy, that train is moving fast. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.